Hey Renegades, how are you doing today? Hopefully your Monday is off to a great start. Just wanted to come online here a little bit because we've got some news we wanted to share. And it's funny, we talked a little bit about this. Bob and I are going to make some changes to the Ring of Renegades Facebook group. And we thought that it would be good since we are a little bit different. And honestly, Bob's a little bit more big picture. And so when it comes down to the details, he doesn't always have as much clarity around that as I do. And so that's why I'm going to share a little bit about the details of what this is going to look like, our new group, and a little bit about why, and then where we hope to take it. And then Bob he's going to come on a little bit later and give you his perspective on it. Because as we all know, as members of the Ring of Renegades, we all have a unique perspective. We have the opportunity to share our value, and we should share it. And so to start a little bit, on Wednesday, we are going to have a new look and a new name to the Ring of Renegades Facebook group. Now don't worry, you're all still Renegades. You're all still welcome to be a part of it. Yet one of the things we found is that people aren't really certain what Renegades means. And so we think that may have limited the number of people who might want to be a part of our group. And oftentimes I get asked, well, what is a renegade? And the beauty is that you get to describe and define. And I think each of you who has joined the group has been able to define what a renegade means for you. Because that's where we were when this Facebook group started back in March of 2020. Bob and I were trying to decide what we were going to do next and how we were going to figure out how to take our next step when the pandemic hit. And what we felt was needed at the time was a gathering place for people who were looking to do the same, who weren't worried about what everyone else was saying, concerned about where the world was going. They were focused on, how do I keep moving forward? And our goal was to help people keep moving forward. And we believe that we've been able to do that for over 3 years now, which is hard to imagine. And what we've also realized and learned in that 3 years is a lot about where people are, where they have come from, and where do they want to go next. And at that point, a gathering place, which was valuable then, may not be as valuable now because we're not at home as much. We're not spending as much time on Facebook because there was literally not much else we could do. And so as things have opened up, we have started to really learn about what are the things that people who have figured out what Renegades means for them in their work, their professional life, maybe in how they run their business, or they've started a business and are now trying to figure out how to go. And what they have realized is as things have opened up, there's still a lot of chaos and confusion. And we're not really certain always about what we're going to do next, how we're going to do it, or why we're going to do it. We're just trying to figure out how to do things rather than figure out how to take next steps, clear, defined steps to move forward. And so, as of Wednesday, we are going to launch this new Facebook group. We're going to relaunch it, actually. And our goal is to really help people who are maybe in that point of chaos and confusion and trying to figure out how they create a business or a leadership style that fits within them. So that one of the things is this, we're going to draw people in because there are business leaders, business owners and leaders. And once they get there, we'll help them figure out how to really define what a renegade is for them, how they're able to create their own value, and then they're able to share it with others in a way that we have tried to do for the last 3 years. You know, we have had over 1,200 people, probably over 1,300 or 1,400 with those that have maybe come in and left, and those that have more recently joined our group. And in having conversations and watching people's posts and learning from their activity, we are starting to realize a number of things about where people now are, which is likely very different from where they were, with some similarities, back in March of 2020, when there was a lot of chaos and uncertainty going around. And so now our goal is to help you figure out how to create and grow your business, to sculpt it in a way that fits who you are and where you want to take it. That helps you define what does it mean for you to be a renegade as a leader or as a business owner, so that you can then go out and share your value and grow your business to where you want to be. There are 3 things that we think are important to that. The first is really trying to understand some common strategies that are out there and then choose which one of those strategies actually work for you, work with the way that you want to work, the way that you want to have your business, the way that you want to show up as a leader. We think that's a critical piece of it. And then once you've identified those strategies, is how do you create a system that allows you to continue to take steps when you might be stuck, to figure out where you want to go, and to be held accountable to the things that you want to do. If you say that you want to do this, this, and this in order to achieve this goal, one of the hardest things is being able to hold yourself accountable when a lot of other things can get in the way. So many things that are out of your control can have an impact on all these strategies that you put together. So we want to help you form a system that fits you, that allows you to focus on the things that you are really strong at, the things that you really like to do, and understand where is the place and the priority for those other things that sometimes you have to do that aren't really a part of really what makes you up, and ways that you can attack them and have a system that makes it work over and over and over again, not just a one-off, let's solve this little problem, although that doesn't help me figure it out from there. And one of the two things that we have definitely learned over the last 3 years is that when you have looked at the strategies and figured out ones that work for you and created a system that was a part of that, is that you have a lot more confidence and a lot more control. Those things around you, yes, they are going to come in and impact you. Yet you're able to control your actions and focus on those things that you can control. And when you have a confidence and able to focus on the things that you can control, you're going to have the success that you desire. And so I look forward to anybody who has any questions, comments. Please feel free to put them below. If you feel like, yeah, this is something that I am looking for, put Sculpt in the comments so that I can know, and Bob and I can figure out maybe how we reach out to you to help you start addressing those challenges now rather than waiting on how to move forward. And so we are going to have discussions that cover those 4 topics about how to grow your business, how to consider strategies, what are systems that might be in place, and then how to ensure that you have the confidence and control to actually achieve them. So that's going to be part of our new group. So there'll be a new look, a new feel, and new content as we roll into this coming Wednesday. So make sure you're tuning in to check it out. And if you have any questions or concerns or comments, put them in the chat or reach out to me directly. And I'm sure you're going to want to stay tuned and listen to Bob's perspective on where we're going and why we're doing it. So as always, go out and embrace the renegade in you. As Bob would say, it is so worth it. And we look forward to seeing you more often inside of our new group, which is going to be called Sculpt Your Business, from chaos and confusion to confidence and clarity. We'll see you there.